Hello, people. We're using this new mic, so hopefully the sound is a little bit better this go around, though I have my gospel music playing or whatever. If it's a problem later with the music or sound in the background, I will go ahead and take it out. Let me see here. I want y'all to. Okay. So, what I'm about to do is do a dry run, as I would like to call it. I get them crusty crabs together, y'all. I'm telling you, something every day with these joints. But anyway, let's get to it. Okay, so I'm going to do a dry run of what I pray and hope turns out to be a delicious treat for my meal prep this week's breakfast. I am going to make a peanut butter and apple quesadilla. So what we have here, this is what they sold at Costco, so this is what I bought. I have no problem with eating carbs, so don't even ask that question, please, because the more I get in, the more I get in, okay? Moving on. Cinnamon, ground cinnamon. We have whole nutmeg. I'm going to put on the microblade, okay? I'm going to use 5 organic Honeycrisp apples, light brown sugar, cornstarch in the event that the apples juice quite a bit and need to be thickened. I don't want them wet. That sauce that bees there is not really necessary not to be wet. I would rather that it be kind of thick, syrpish, thick, because like I said, I'm making a quesadilla. If you put it wet inside those 2 tortillas, it's going to ooze out. I don't want that big mess. I want it to be kind of thick so that way it can just cook and marry together the way that it should. A happy marriage, if you will. Anyways, I'm going to also, this is the peanut butter that I'm using. It is crunchy, right? Listen, this is natural. This is natural, okay? Separation. Peanuts are oily. If you don't believe me, go and buy you some peanuts that's just natural. Nothing done to them, right? Put them in a napkin and ball them up and see what ends up on that napkin. Or look at your fingertips after eating a few of them, that you got to take the skin off of. Straight oil. This is natural because they have done all that crushing and crunching and turning to create peanut butter. Oil is going to be there. Okay, so don't panic when you see that. Now, I don't know if this is the same peanut oil that when y'all fry them turkeys in. Anyway. So to cook the apples, I'm going to need some butter. Vegan, little Dorothy. I be messing with that girl, right? Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel the apples. I'm going to melt the butter. I'm sorry. Let's go back because I'm leaving something out. I'm knowing somebody, you forgot. Okay, so I'm going to peel the apples. And then I'm going to cut the apples up into small cubes, basically try to get them all the same size. I don't want big hunks of apples. I don't necessarily want slices. Something in my mind is telling me to go with a nice, good size dice. So that's what I'm going to do. Peel and dice. Melt the butter. Add the prepared apples, right? Let them cook for a few minutes, and then I'm going to add sugar, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Allow them to keep cooking, right? I'm thinking I'm going to put a lid on. This is a cast iron skillet I'm going to cook them in. Most cast irons don't, traditional cast irons, I'll say, does not come with a lid for this size. Old Faithful, it goes to another. It fits perfectly on this. So, yes, I'm going to cover it. I'm going to cook them a few minutes, 5, 7 minutes or something like that. The goal is to allow the steam to come through and do what it do and help the apples get soft, right? But we don't want them mushy. I'm not making applesauce. I still want a little bite, little texture because like the peanut butter is crunchy, remember? So after we get the apples done, we're going to smear peanut butter to the best of our ability without tearing the flour tortilla. And then we're going to top it with some apples, and then we'll put another tortilla on top. I don't know, because this is my first time doing this, I don't know if I'm going to need to try to dress the top side and bottom side of the tortilla, you know, like a butter or a spray or something. But I'm not going to this first go around, so let's get started and see what we come up with. I'm going to put you on hold. I'm going to go ahead and prepare these apples or whatever, because in another video, as you can see back here, I'm making hibiscus tea, and I need these apple peels to go in there so I can move forward and get that out of the way, because I don't want to keep piling stuff up, but my belly wouldn't let me be great. It started talking, so I'm rushing into the breakfast video. Hold tight. Let me get it started. Okay, in case you don't know, I pulled out my paring knife, right? And I'm going to peel this apple, taking the skin off without leaving as much flesh. This is the flesh, okay, in here. All I want to take off is the skin. So I'm trying to peel as close to the skin from the flesh as possible, right? That's to prevent wasting, in case you don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and finish peeling the apples, and I'll come back and show you how I decided to dice. Hold tight. Okay, so I put a few tablespoons of the butter into the pan. As you can see, I have the apple peels here. So I'm going to core the apples because I just only peeled them. You have to take out the cores because they're not pleasant on your tongue, and possibly seeds are there, okay? So make sure you core your apples and then dice them. I'm going to turn the heat on medium. I'll say medium, okay? Just while the butter is melting, so that way as I'm coring and cubing, I can go straight into the pan, hopefully, because I don't want my apples to start browning because of the exposure to the air. Okay, so let me core my apples and get them diced. Hold on. Okay, so I pulled out the old nifty antique apple core. It'll do all the work, right? See that? Line up the core, push down. You'll have even sliced apples. Then I can just cut the slices up, right? Let's make it easy. Why work hard when they make all of these different gadgets to make life easy? Come on, people. Come on, come through. Okay, but anyway, let me quit playing around. My apple's gonna mess around and be brown. Not burgundy like me, but you know, brown. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you in the kitchen anytime, you know what happens in the lab, right? Okay, hold tight. Okay, quick, see, demonstration. The core, the slices. Okay, you're gonna line it up, push down, put the pressure straight down. Apple slices, as you can see, right? I will go back and clean up these little pieces that still has skin on it, possibly. Let me move this so you can see. See that seed? I will be cutting that out. All these seeds here on the cutting board, I will take those out. Once again, try to go center, press down. Put a little muscle on it. Told y'all last time I got muscles, though I'm not gonna show you. I'm just, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna do this, right? Getting those apples together. Okay. While I have you here, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you the next step before I finish the apples, because I'm gonna put you on hold. Okay. I'm gonna take the same paring knife, take those seeds out, right? Take that extra little piece. You do not have to take that little piece of flesh off that I just did. That's my business, okay? So now you take this slice and cut it to the size that you want. I cut 4 pieces from one, right? That's the goal for all of them. Because when they cook down, they'll be a little, maybe I'll cut them a little smaller. You think? That's maybe 5 slices. Because that one piece will kind of big in my hand. Yeah. We're going to try to get them like this. So that one slice made 5 pieces. We're going to cut up everybody and put them into the melted butter. Okay. So let me do the rest of this work. I'll come back and show you when we get there. Hold tight. Okay, I'm still dicing my apples. As you can see here, the butter is melting. Skillet is not hot all over. Remember what I told you about the cast iron skillets. Now, the whole entire skillet will get hot. Don't burn yourself up. Make sure you use your friends, okay? Get you some friends. Those are hand mittens. Or you can get fancy and go get the insert hand thing. That'll keep your hand from burning. Okay, so the butter is pretty much melted on medium heat. I'm gonna add the cut apples, the cubed apples, right? I still have more to cut. But the goal here is to hurry and get them in that butter before they start browning, okay? So we're gonna finish these apples, put everybody in the pan, cast iron skillet, my bad, and then let them cook for a little bit, right? All right. If you're not picky about your core and all that good stuff and you can handle those tough pieces that's here in the center, do what you do. But I got perfect teeth. Oh, let me cut these apples up and get them in that butter, okay? Hold tight. Okay, so everybody's in the pan, in the butter. We're gonna mix them around, try to get a little butter on everybody to help them prevent some browning. Though we're gonna add elements of flavor in here that will, you know, cause browning. I just don't want the oxidation browning, okay? So we're gonna cook these apples like so. For the timer here on the microwave started when I first put the first few in at 6 minutes, a little over 6 minutes, because I have my hibiscus tea in the refrigerator cooling or whatever, so I can add, let me show you. I'm gonna add these scraps to my hibiscus tea. These apples are sweet and I'm happy about it and I'm glad. So I'm gonna use the cores and the skins, you know, to help flavor my hibiscus tea. But anyway, let's get on back to these apples, okay? We've stirred everybody up. Now we're gonna add that brown sugar, a little bit of cinnamon, and freshly grated some microplane again, okay? So we're gonna put some freshly ground nutmeg to it. So we're gonna put the brown sugar and cinnamon. Who knows, I might change my mind and add a little touch of vanilla or something. These are my apples, okay? So we're gonna put that brown sugar all through there like so. Beautiful. It smells delicious. Or, I forgot, I'm hungry. Hold on. Okay. It smells delicious. Okay, and for those of you that know how to, let's say, make apple pie and you cook your apples down to make your pie and you season them, you could use those same apples in this quesadilla. Okay? So we want to stir that sugar in there. Make sure everybody get a little bit of it, okay? Stir that around. Make sure the sugar is completely melted and all on every piece of apple to the best we can do before microblading the nutmeg onto here. Okay? Yes. Because after we do this, we're going to put a lid on. And yes, we're going to put the lid on it. Beautiful. Look at those apples. Can y'all see that? I would bring y'all all the way over, but you're on the thing, you know, the thing that yeah. I don't want to keep moving stuff, okay? That's honestly the answer. But let me not be lazy. Let me go ahead and show you up close and personal because I'm sure somebody want to see this up close. Hold on. Can you all see these apples? Let me get my friend out and my friend's friend. See that? We're making fried apples, okay? Ooh, it smells so good, people. That noise means 6 minutes. Let's put this nutmeg in here and put the lid on, okay? We're gonna cook them down. See all that juice in there? Did you see that? Let me see if I can move it over some more. Oops! Make sure your stove is clean because now you get to taste the texture because he jumped out. Lord Jesus. Kind of tastes good to me. Let me get this nutmeg out of here. Okay. Nutmeg, whole, microplane. Y'all see this over here forming, this liquid? That's what I'm meaning. I'm gonna cook some of that out, hopefully, or thicken it up. Okay. Fresh. Put as much or as little or omit as you please, okay? And put a little bit more. Okay, let's mix them up and see what we have, okay? Before I decide I'm finished, okay? I'm gonna mix them up, right? Get a little bit of nutmeg on everybody. It's starting to get syrupy, okay? I think I'm gonna add a little cornstarch in here to make sure that this juice turns to a gravy, a thicker syrup, whatever, because it's not gonna be gravy because it's sugar. Sugar and thickening turns to syrup, right? Okay. Stir everybody up. Let me move this so I want y'all to see this up close, okay? I'm bringing you over again. Hold on. Okay, let me show you. Okay. You see that wet? Okay. All right. That's what I want to thicken up. That's the juice from the apples, the natural juice, and it's also the sugar and butter melted down. I'm gonna cook that. Okay, let me get a fork and taste it again, see if the nutmeg is where I want it. Okay, fork. Ooh, y'all. See that? Just a cooked apple, okay? See them little bits of flavoring on there? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna turn the heat off because I like it where it's at. But as we said once before, this is an electric cook stove. It's still saying that it's hot, so it's still cooking, okay? So that's that. I'm gonna put this in the sink, no double dipping. Ask my brother about that double dipping. He know how to let you know. No double dipping. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I put 1 teaspoon of water here that you can barely see. I'm gonna add a half teaspoon. You have to make a slurry, okay? A half teaspoon of cornstarch. We're gonna use this as a thickening agent. Let's go ahead and mix this together so we can put it into the apples to help it thicken up, right? Because like I said, I do not want the juice to be running from the quesadillas. See that? Now you know that there's water there now because you couldn't see it at first. Into the pan. That little bit. We don't need a lot. Okay. And I feel like in my spirit, I would like to add a little bit more brown sugar, but I'm not. Okay. I'm gonna leave it be. These apples didn't get a top at all, okay? Because we're gonna leave it just like this. But for the most part, since I cut them so small, most of the cubes kind of look like they're done. So we're gonna just let them continue to do what they do while the oven cool. And you know a cast iron skillet holds heat a little bit longer than a traditional regular skillet or whatever. So with that said, it may take a little longer than 5 or 6 minutes, and that's fine. In the meantime, the 15 minutes has passed for my hibiscus tea. So what I'm going to do is let these apples finish doing what they're doing, right? And then I'm going to put the apples into my tea. All right. Okay. We took out 2 tortillas. I have my panini press here. I have to find the spot. I have too much going on in here. Anyway, the panini press is heating. So while it's heating, we're going to see what's going to happen with the peanut butter to the tortilla. If it tear it up, I might have to pull out that old nifty food processor and make it smooth peanut butter instead of, because what I'm not going to do is go back to the market for peanut butter. I told you it's a pantry reset, so I have to use this up. No waste. Okay, so let's get this peanut butter. Ooh, it's crunchy, crunchy. I probably should put it in the food processor. Let me think about it. Okay, hold on. Yes, people, we decided to go ahead. We is me. Put this in the food processor because these nuts are going to tear up my tortillas. And what? I don't want that. So I'm going to put all of it in here, right? You are the living one. Okay, peanut butter into the processor. Ooh, all in all, okay? Okay. Now I'm going to turn this on and pulse it a couple of times to hopefully get a smoother consistency than what we already have. Let's put that lid back on there, okay? On to the processor we go. Hold on. Okay, I got the food processor going. It's looking pretty smooth. Because the camera is over here, just wait, because I'm not doing anything special. I'm just running it through the food processor. Hold tight. Okay, so after several minutes or whatever, I didn't even push it down or anything. I just basically turn it on and let it work or whatever. So now I'm going to open it up, take a look. Peanut butter. Okay. It still has a few little chunks in it, right? Which is good. It'll give our quesadillas a little texture. This is a knife, okay, people? Don't think that you can touch those blades and won't get sliced up, because we will. Anyway, so now we have this. I'm going to just get the knife and get some off and spoon to here, okay? So I can see if I need to add a little liquid or anything to this to make it a little less thick. But it's looking pretty good to me. Okay, so let's see. Maybe I should be using a spoon. Straight on here. We're going to smear that peanut butter on there, right? Okay. The goal is to get peanut butter almost on to cover the whole tortilla, okay? Like you would a peanut butter sandwich. Okay, right? You're going to keep spreading. Spread, spread, spread. And in case you don't believe me that there's still chunks, can you see those lumps, bumps? Those are the peanuts. There's still some texture here, which is good because the apples are kind of soft, right? Ooh! That panini machine over there is green. It's telling me it's ready. We about to go in, bro. It's gonna be good, bro. Okay. I think I can go a little bit closer to the edge more. Why not? Because it's my business. A way to encourage me to eat the whole thing rather than up till there's no more flavor. I'm gonna put the peanut butter to the end, but not the apples, okay? Okay, let's get a little bit more. This is a sample to see if this is what I'm going to have for breakfast all week long. All I have to do is get up in the mornings, hopefully, and put them to the machine. I'm not going to cook them today. All the cooking for breakfast portion is done once the apples are done. Okay, right? A little bit more. See that? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Do y'all think I should put some on the other? No, we'll leave it like this, okay? Very little edging is not covered. Okay, we're gonna move this for now so you can see. Let's get some of those cooked apples, right? Ooh, y'all, listen. Listen, okay? Look, I'm gonna put that there so you can see. Okay, right? If I keep cooking the apples, I could possibly mash them down, right? Maybe next time I create something like this, when I know this is gonna be delicious, but next time I'll cut them a little smaller or maybe I'll take the peanut butter out of the thing and out of the food processor and put a little work to them so they can be easier to do this with since we're making a quesadilla, okay? Right. Spread those apples out, give a little breathing room. Let's put the top tortilla on. Tortilla. I'm going to put a little something on here and make it seem like it's going to stick. Hold on, let me get a little more. Just give it something to work with on the top half. I'm not going to cover it like I did the bottom, okay? Just some sticking agent, if you will. Okay, see like that? Now, let's open the panini, y'all. Let's see what we gonna do. Okay, now, let's take this over, okay? I didn't put anything on the outside, right? Boom. I'm gonna let that go maybe 2 minutes or so. So let's set a timer so I won't mess up, okay? I'm gonna say 1 minute and 45 seconds. I'm a timer kind of person. I don't want that to burn up. I don't want it to get too brown. I don't want it to get too hard. So that's why I use timer so I can check it. And if it's not to where I want it to be, I can continue cooking. If it is where I want it to be, I can take him off. Okay, so let's let a minute pass and I'll be back. Okay, the timer has gone off. While I was waiting, I cleaned my blade from the peanut butter. Now I have to, don't forget your dishwater. We're meal prepping, okay? Start with all hot water. By the time you mess up some dishes, it'll be good enough for you to put your hands in. Okay, 1 minute, let's check it out. It's cooking. Needs more time. It's not brown. I want some color on that piece, okay? So we're gonna set it for another minute 30. All right, in the meantime, let me wash those dishes, okay? See that peanut butter? Okay, now I'm gonna wash a few dishes, okay? Hold on. Okay, another minute has passed. Let's see what we're gonna do. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Let's see. You know. And it's still juicing out, I have y'all know. Okay? Oh, yes. Let me see what the bottom looking like while I'm talking about oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm gonna cook it another minute. Okay. After that, we're gonna pull him off. I'm gonna put him on the cutting board here, cut him up into portions, and sample. See if that's something I wanna do. Maybe I'll make rolls rather than quesadillas. But anyway, let's see what we get. Hold on. Okay, that was 1 more minute. So now we're gonna take it off, okay? Let me turn. Hi. Okay, be careful. This thing is hot. Okay? Like I said, the plan is to cook this every morning before leaving, not cook ahead of time, because I think that would make the tortillas soggy. Now, the peanut butter portion can be spread on early, and possibly the apple mixture, right? And just have it ready. So all you have to do is take it out, throw it on the panini press, walk away. It took 3 minutes to get it to this point, right? So let's get this knife. Let's cut him up, okay? And see what we got. He's still hot. I ain't big on cutting stuff when it's hot. I'm so used to letting your stuff rest. Okay, let's cut him. Oh, he's crunchy though. Woo-wee. Okay. All right. Let's cut him again, y'all. He crunchy, y'all. Yeah. Okay. So, peanut butter and apple quesadilla. So I think what I'm going to do with these apples, I am going to run them through the processor. I'm going to take all the peanut butter out and put it back into the jar, right? And then I'm going to put the apples in there and work them a little bit because there's nothing wrong with these chunks, but to me it seems like if I could, to make them, I don't know. I just feel like doing it. Okay. Mmm. Mmm. Vegan. Mmm. You need some more sugar? It's actually good. Let me show you the backside. See that syrup that's been cooked from the apples that's in there, sent to shine and glistening. I wonder if I would make these into burrito form, but these tortillas too small. Leave it alone. Quesadillas for breakfast this week. Peanut butter and apples. Enjoy. Because we are meal prepping, okay, I have everything laid out. I'm preparing it rather. It's 5 days this week of work. One, and then I'm preparing, right? So let's get some of that peanut butter that we ran through the food processor. We are going to smear it on these tortillas. Y'all see I moved away from that knife, don't you? Girl, what time is it to do what? Hold on, people. Oh, that's to check my tea. Hold on. Okay, it's still not absolutely ready, so I'm just going to continue with this so we can get this project out the way so we can clean up this mess and make another mess, right? Anytime you're in the lab, you can look forward to some work in the kitchen sink, okay? Okay, so we're going to spread that peanut butter on there. See? Gonna do all 5, right? Okay, let's get this last little bit because the goal is to use up all this peanut butter this week. Okay. Woo! Peanut butter and apples. Okay, spread it. Spread it. Okay. This is just make ahead, and then I'm going to put them in the refrigerator and just take one out every day and toast it on the panini press. If you do not have a panini press, just get a nonstick skillet or whatever, heat it up and put it in there and brown on both sides. Boom, there you go, okay? Let's not act like we have to go spend that coin if we don't have it and don't want to. If we do have it, right? Okay, very good. The last little bit of peanut butter, we'll try to put a little bit on each top piece and move forward. Okay, so I did put the apples in the food processor, see? Made them a little smaller, hopefully a little easier to spread. So I'm gonna take a tablespoon and put to each tortilla. I'm gonna use it all. I'm gonna measure it out until it's all gone. This is my business. I choose to. And so you know, put a little bit more because it don't look even. So you know this apple mixture before you decide, if you decide to put it in the food processor, if you would like, this would be probably good on some dairy-free ice cream or regular ice cream. That's your business, not mine. But yeah, it would be good for ice cream. And you could process it down and still put it on ice cream. Because you remember back in the day going to Dairy Queen and get a banana split, or Brahms if you are a city person. Anyway, an ice cream parlor to get a banana split. Remember the pineapples was crushed? This can be a replacement for crushed pineapples if you blend it enough, okay? So, with the even distribution of the apples on each tortilla, we're going to take the back of the spoon and mash it around, try to make it flat, even, whatever you want to call it, okay? Very good. Okay, so I'm going to put this one in the sink, put a little water to it, okay? Hold on. Preferably hot water. It'll help break that sugar up off of it, make it a little easier to wash. So now I'm going to mash my apples. Okay, mash them on each tortilla. Let me show you. Just gonna mash them, right? See, you still got chunks in there, so, which is good, right? It's gonna be so good, bro. Okay. Spread those apples at least as far as the peanut butter go, or however far you would like. We're gonna do all 5 this way, okay? We got enough. Boom. Make sure your workspace is clean, okay? Smash those apples. 5 times we will do the same process because we are making 5 peanut butter and cooked apples, sauteed apples, okay? For breakfast this week, we will be having those quesadillas. Okay? Right? Spread it out, right? Okay? Beautiful. Okay, let's keep spreading, girl. Quit playing games. Okay. All right. Ooh, that's going to be so, so good. And if you're a person that don't want to cook this, you can eat this just like this, okay? Tortillas are already cooked most times when you buy them from the market. So, yeah, ready to go. Okay, we spread the apples, okay? The last one, in here we have 5 total. This is hopefully where I'm going to store them all, the reason that I'm using this container, because if we can get all 5 stacked up, because they're flat, right, into this one container, every day I'll just take it out, take my one, boom, put it on the press, put the others back in the refrigerator. Hopefully I won't have to use a gallon-sized bag, okay? But if I do, I have them and I will, okay? I'm still not going back to the market. Do you understand? Yeah, you understand. Okay, good. We friends, I know. Okay. Woo. See that? And that little gap there, if you want, you can close him up, right? Because we pick it like that sometimes. Put a little bit more over there because it still look like peanut butter. That's your business. As perfect or not. Because, hey, that's you. In the sink, right? Okay. Now let's get the top 5. We're going to we have just a little bit of peanut butter in there, right? So why waste, why put that back in my cabinet? I'm trying to empty the cabinet, right? Pantry reset. Hold tight. Let me get the 5 tortillas for the top. Hold on. Okay. 5 tortillas. We don't have to put a lot on the second half. We just want to put it on there to give it something to stick to the apples, right? Okay. See? And we're going to put it on top of that. Ooh, bro. Okay. Let's get some more peanut butter. Okay. Okay. Woo! Let's get that peanut butter on them things. And see, with me putting the apples through the food processor, when I do this and go to pick it up, it's a lot easier. Nothing is falling out, right? Because with the first one, with the sample for the people, my apples was Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not even finna go there. But anyway, let's go ahead and put peanut butter on the rest of the tortillas. And once I get them in the package, I'll come back and show you how I'm going to close it and refrigerate, okay? Hold tight. Okay, we have all 5 made, right? My mind is telling me to put some wax paper in between each because we know they may stick, right? Okay. Don't have to be perfect or anything, but this is just what we're going to do. One there, okay? I'm going to put another paper. Another. Y'all, it's looking like it might not fit. Jesus, please let it work. Okay. Don't mind your business. I call out to him all the time. It's my place to do. Okay, let's see here. One more. Come on now, come through. Let's get all 5 in there, okay? 5 days, okay? You sap! You see that? Won't close. So what are we gonna do? Let me see if I take Monday out, because I don't want to take it out this container. I still want to use this. We can get 4 in there, okay, people? Easily. But if you don't have this bowl, the tortillas came in a wrapper, right? Put all those guys back in here. Get all the air, much as you can, out, right? Once you put them in, kind of smash the air out, right? Seal it. If you don't trust this nifty bag, get your gallon size freezer bag, whatever, storage bag, whatever. Same thing. Slide them in there, stack them up, right? Refrigerate. But what I'm gonna do, hopefully can force this whole bowl with the 5th one in here still inside of this. So, no waste. I got these at Costco, okay? And like I said, I'm not counting carbs. I'm not watching carbs. Whatever happens, happens, okay? I just eat what I like and what makes me feel good. Okay, let me see if this here magic is gonna work. If it's not, I'm gonna think on it and come back and show you if I had to change it. Hold tight. Okay, so this bag will not allow the whole bowl. I want to keep mine in this bowl, so oh nifty. This bag will be reused, okay? Because nothing is really going in it other than a container. Nothing wet to dirty up the bag, right? Okay, so we're gonna just put that bowl, the whole bowl and lid inside, right? I'm gonna push out as much air as possible. Okay, let's get the zip going. Y'all hear that bowl trying to show out, it's cracking and creaking? You gonna hold this stuff, bro. All right. In the refrigerator, breakfast is ready for the week. Peanut butter and sauteed apple quesadilla. Enjoy.